I don't think I need to explain myself, do I? Yeah, sorry for the weapon chat. Um let's just say I've been having a rough day. Well, not completely, but I've been purging bots left and right on Twitch. Not on Twitch, but on Twitter. Motherfucker, I've purged like 90 of these things already. So that's the reason why I'm holding a gunpoint right now, because you never know when these bots show up. Anyways, good evening, everybody. Welcome to my stream. I'm I'm so sorry for holding you guys at gunpoint. Let me take the weapon out. Hold on a second. Let me not threaten you guys with the freaking with the freaking deagle. I'll get that shit coated in gold one of these days. But anyways, good evening, everyone. Welcome to my stream. Uh, so for today, you guys already know it is the finale of the Friday Night Art Stream series. So, oh shit, I didn't even say my motto. Yeah. Let me say my motto. But first, we gotta go to my house. Yeah, let me go to my house real quick. There we go. Now I can say my motto. Welcome to Friday Night Art Stream, where I draw random shit for your viewing pleasure. I'm your host, Karisu, and I want to apologize to you guys. I did not meant to hold you guys at gunpoint, but hey, I've been facing bots and art scammers everywhere. Bro, I got DM'd by an art scammer recently who claimed to have made VTuber avatars and shit. Someone who made art and shit. The moment I see one of their backgrounds, I was like, bro, is that fucking AI? And then they say, oh no, I drew it myself. I'm like, motherfucker, that's literally AI. Everything is all meshed up and looks like a fucking looks like an ugly, disgusting, oogly boogly mess. That's what it looks like. Oh my god. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, the person got blocked by me. You know, I'm just purging everything as I said. And I did warn them not to come to my stream. So if I see them on stream currently, I will ban them. I will pull the ban trigger. So yeah. Anyways, I'm just going to put myself in my little corner, same as always, you know. Because we got some stuff to do now. Let me set up everything for you guys at home. There we go. Do not worry, DJ. You can keep the music up. We are in a Friday night art stream, so it's understandable that we have the music up. So yeah. Alright, let me get the reference thingy. Oh yeah, update. That I wanted to give you guys. So I was looking for Apricot. I think was her name. You know, the VTuber Lich, because I was worried about her. And guess what, chat? We found her. The Lich is alive and well. Honestly, thank the gods out there. My goodness. I thought the worst happened to her, to be honest, but hey, at the very least, she's safe and sound, which is what I was mostly concerned about. Alright, let me place the clip studio for you guys. Clip Studio Painter. Boom. There we go. Now you guys can see what the hell's going on. So last time, as you guys can see, this was literally our process. This was our learning curve. This I did right here. This face right here. You did not drew that, motherfucker. Then if I didn't do it, then that's not the folder. That's the folder. If I didn't do it, what is this? Oh right, I didn't do it. My hands did it. But my hands are well, I mean they are my hands, so that would be like them apples. But anyways, we have to open also the references that we got. Let me open the mood boards real quick because we did. Here we go. So this was the mood board that we were working with. So as you guys can see, I'm trying to achieve what I'm trying to do in this stream. If you guys have played Yu-Gi-Oh, this right here, that's the okay. So chat, you guys see this? This is a Yu-Gi-Oh archetype. If you guys have played a fair amount of Yu-Gi-Oh, that's the Life Twin archetype, and I want to learn how to draw exactly like this. Like I want to really want to learn how to draw like that. Brush size is 25 for the line art. And this is what I want to do. This is what I want to draw. This is the art style that I want to learn actually. Yeah, this is this style right here. And you can see that it's an art style that is used quite a lot. Even in their animation they used it. Granted with more refined lines, but still. So what is the goal? The goal, chat? Well, the goal is to draw both Iron Mouse and Bowie in the Life Twin art style. That is the goal. That is literally the goal. The question is, how hard is it gonna be drawing both Mouse and Bowie in set art style? Because I need to check out their color palette as well. Because it's not gonna be easy. Like turning this into this, definitely not easy. I already have the reference here, so I can maybe copy that reference, but again, these are just rough sketch. These are rough sketches. These are literally rough sketches, but you can see here from the rough sketch. Let me make another layer just to be sure. Where that poster at? There it is. So now, chat, what we need to learn is we have to learn because this is what we're doing. We're literally trying to replicate this art style. So today we're gonna try to replicate line pressure, meaning that you're gonna have to learn exactly. Not on that layer, Jesus Christ. So pretty much what you want to do is pretty much learn how much pressure do you have to put on the lines. For example, here you can see these huge chunks of line art. So that's why when I was testing the lines, I was like, okay, 20 something is the line itself, you know. That's why not right now I'm applying a lot of pressure, and as you can see, oh, no pressure, oh, more pressure. It's pretty much line sensitivity what we have to learn here, because you have these areas like this which are thin lines. They're thin lines because they're far away, but then you have this thick areas which are, that's not sharp enough. You got this thick areas which are very close lines. So meaning that this means close. This means far. Hell, I even placed it on the text so you guys know. But this is what we're trying to learn right here. So I'm trying to learn line pressure. As you guys can see, some of the eyes are even a little bit difficult to replicate. These eyes are easy. I already know how to draw these eyes. These ones, on the other hand, these ones are... I have not drawn these eyes at all. But when it comes to learning a new art style, you can see what type of shapes they use. For example, this uses a triangle shape. As you can see, it's triangular shape. And this uses a rectangle shape. There you go. And then you have the eyes. Granted, not that. There we go. And it depends on how you want to draw the eyes. But this is what we're trying to learn right now. Granted, they don't have to be that thick, but it's just to give you guys an example of what I mean. So what we're trying to do today, chat, we are going to try to draw not the eyes, because again, the eyes are pretty simple. I feel that the hardest character to draw, I feel the one that is gonna be the hardest one to draw in this specific art style, it's not gonna be Mouse. Like, okay, yeah, Mouse is hard to draw because of all the stuff that she has on her outfit. The hardest one to draw is gonna be Booby. Why do I think he's gonna be the hardest one? Well, that's simple. He's got more stuff than Mouse. First and foremost, he's got a ribbon here. Let me get a more neon color so you guys know. Oh, hell yeah! Found the pink, the Vishojo pink. So he's got a pink ribbon here. He's got like 4 eyes around here. 3 smaller ones and 1 big one. Also, take a look at the outfit itself. 2 straps here. Another one hiding in the chest piece as well. Oh, and that's right. He's also missing a leg. Oh yeah, and he's got the angel wings. He's got fallen angel wings as well. I feel like this shape for the wings is gonna be the hardest thing to do. But yeah, that's why I think that Booby's artwork. I think that this model is gonna be extremely hard to replicate than Mouse herself. But hey, we never know if we never try, am I right? So I got the full reference. I got the exact brush size that I need. Now I need to check the color palette. That's what I need. I need their color palettes. And that is the reason why we're going to be using the eyedropper tool in order to check their color palette. So let's start with Iron Mouse. So Mousy herself, we need to choose basic colors. We need some base colors here. As you can see, Lifetwing, Lila, and Kisekil have a color palette as well. We need a color that is a solid base color, and then we also need like a darker color. That's what we need at the very least for the jacket. Mousy has a jacket, so this can be the base color, which is like a pastel pink. Is it pastel pink? Oh yeah, it is. It's like a pastel pink. You barely see it, but it's there. So I'm just gonna place the colors in one area. There's a pastel pink. Actually, I think it's best that I use another brush. There we go. I want to increase the brush size. Okay, there's the pastel pink. That's gonna be the jacket, by the way. But I should not concentrate on the jacket yet, because the first thing that we need to check is the hair. The hair is the most important thing to check. We need to find a pink. In this case, I'm trying to find pink. Aha! Found it. All right. So we got our pink. Our pink is going to be this one. That's going to be the base pink for Mouse. And as we can see here in the Lifetwing art style, they use a darker color. But in the Lifetwing art style, they also have like their highlight color, which in this case, Kisekil and Lila both use yellow for their hair. Even in the animation, the yellow is it's noticeable. Hell, actually, we can use the animation as well for reference. As we can see, she has a darker color for the animation, but not in the artwork. In the artwork, she has what we see here. We have a darker color for the hair, which is the shadows pretty much, and we also got the base color. However, the dark color is on the line art of her hair. That's the reason as to why we want the darker color. Mostly because of the hair line art. But if we can find, well, here's the problem, chat. Here's a problem. The hair doesn't have the same color as the hair. The line art doesn't have the same color as the. Yeah, we're gonna have to search a darker shade of that color, which I, funnily enough, already found it. There's the darker pink that I was looking for. So this darker pink is going to go right here. Let me just place it down. Yeah, let me place it down here, actually. There we go. You want to stack your colors like this so you know exactly which order they go. Violet, right? Because the life twins have hair highlights, so we're gonna need that violet for her hair. But we need a base violet. That's the thing about VTubers. Sometimes you want to look for the darkest colors, so that or the base pastel colors, so you know exactly which ones you're looking for. In this case, for her hair, there's two types of violet here. There's a darker violet and there's a lighter violet. I'm gonna choose the lighter violet. And you think that you have to place this on the bottom, right? Wrong. They're gonna place that shit literally on the side. Let me take a look at the. Oh yeah, as you can see, they also have a darker shade. We have to find the darker violet. So we already picked the base violet. Now we go for the darker violet, which is this one. That's a good thing about checking VTuber avatars. The fact that it gives you a lot of reference to work with. Look at that. There's the darker violet. It's not noticeable to the blind eye, but it is noticeable if you have been doing art for such a long time. As you can see, we already have the hair and we already have the highlights. Now we need to find the rest of the color palette. In this case, we need to find the outfit itself. We already have violet, we already have pink, but there's a color that we're missing. Chat, we're missing red. Because she has red on her wings. She has red on her heart pendants over here. You see that there's two rubies here. There's a ruby heart there, there's a ruby heart there. And funnily enough, one of her eyes is red. What I wanted to do mostly for the eyes, I wanted to like maybe have like a highlight like this, like in the case of Kill. But then I scrapped that idea entirely, and I was like, yeah, I guess I'm gonna take the Lila route. Yeah, we're gonna go with we're gonna take Lila's route, and we're gonna make the eyes like. Wait a minute. Holy shit, they're actually different. Never mind. We gotta do the thing. We gotta place the eyes literally like Kill over here. All right, let's see. So in that case, same for the hair. We're gonna have to find a lighter color and a darker color. In this case, it's the complete opposite. We're gonna have to find a base color and a lighter color. I know it sounds stupid, but it's the only way it makes sense. Oh yeah, I almost forgot the skin tone. The skin tone is extremely important. In the case of Booby, this is a dark version of the model that I could find. So unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to find Booby's skin tone unless chat. Hold on. Unless we search for another reference, which I'm gonna do right now. Okay, I want to find a skin tone of the newest model. Would you look at that? It's from a thumbnail, but I found the skin tone. Let me place that over there. And then large this size. And as you can see, there's the skin tone we're looking for. Granted, it's a little bit pixelated, but I just want the skin tone. There we go. And then we can remove that reference. Okay, so we know that Booby's skin tone is this one. That's his skin tone. That's his actual skin tone. And for Mousy, In the case of Mousy, usually you don't want to take the skin tone directly from the face because it's going to be covered by blush. So you want to find the forehead. The forehead skin tone is what you're looking for, pretty much. And just like that, we're going to place that on the bottom of the hair tones. And as you can see, yes, they also have a skin tone themselves. Like, they also have a darker shadow as well. So in this case, we're gonna have to find a darker shadow for the. Oh wait, we already found it. Usually, it's found on the neck or in the hair itself. Do you see this one? That's the shadows of the skin tone. So that's what we're doing right now. We're trying to find the shadows of skin tones. Pretty much, yeah, that's what we're trying to do. And I want the style to look equally as goofy as this one. Stupid art style. I like it so much. It's so funny. Look, there's even Kiseki even has a freaking troll face. I kind of want to do that at the very least for one of them. So it's interesting that this archetype itself, Life Twin, actually takes a lot of inspiration from VTuber culture itself, because most VTubers are mostly how should I call it? Most VTubers are inspired by, you could say, an animal or an entity or something, anything, every single time. So Kiseki is based on a killer whale, as you can see from the fins. However, Lula, on the other hand, is based on a shark, a tornado shark to be specific. And the same pictures you see here, these same references, are also prominent in the Life Twin artwork as well. So TLDR, I have to practice this art style in a less rough state. But I need to practice line pressure first, because this right here that you guys see, this is a rough sketch. What we need to do is we need to draw literally like this, and we need to refine the sketch. So yeah, we need to make Mouse and Booby in this style pretty much. All right, more skin tone search. We already got those. Right. Yay! Sorry. Anyways, now we need to search for. Is that, yeah, that's pink on the wings. Honestly, the pink is seen everywhere, but the problem is that it's different shades of pink, which is what may be confusing to a lot of people. However, there are colors that are not repeated throughout the entirety of the artwork. An example being magenta. This magenta you guys see here, that's this magenta that you guys are seeing, that's Bishoujo magenta, as I call it. So, well, once again, we're going to place the magenta here, and we need to find the darker tone, because they have the darker tones. So, oh, would you look at that? We found a darker tone for magenta. Darker magenta tone, there it is. But Kurisu, I hear you saying, what about the other colors? You're forgetting some of them. Of course I am. But anyways, we need this pinkish color, because the problem with Mouse's design is that she has way too many colors, and it's a little difficult. It's gonna be a little difficult to replicate, especially in a simplified style like a Life Twin style. There's also the color black, which we're gonna take. This is for the skirt, by the way. So we are going to place those on the bottom part. And there's a darker color. Hold on a second, guys. I gotta type to a friend of mine. Anyways, right. As I was saying, so now that we have this color right here, this dark color, we know that that color is going to be mostly used for the skirt. And then we also have the purple color, not from the violet hair that she has on her hair, but this one is also from the skirt, which we're also going to place down here. Similar to the hair, yes, but the tones are different, which is what makes this extremely fucking difficult. There's a darker shade of violet. So let me place that. If the colors look way too similar, you can always just use one tone if that fits your fancy. But I'm trying to go for I'm trying to do this for accuracy's sake, pretty much. And then let's see, more pink, more pink. So yeah, this right here that we're doing, yeah, I don't know about you guys, but this shit is mandatory when it comes to making a character design. And if you want to translate that character into another style itself. So yeah, this shit that I'm doing right here, this is not optional. You have to do this every single time. This is mandatory. Okay, so we got the skirt colors and the belt color. We have the hair. We got the skin tones and the magenta. The pink can be used for both the hair and for the shirt itself. Now for the bottom part, she has stockings. So for this stocking, as we can see, it's like a brownish color, and just like always, you want to place it on the color palette. That's what we're doing right now. We're making a palette so that we can start with the art style itself. There we go. Then there's this whitish color, which is not completely white. It is usually gray, like a grayish white. You guys are about to see why. All right, you guys barely see it, but I can see it clear as day. You guys see that? If you guys don't believe me, let me what I'm gonna do is I'm going to place another sheet of paper, and I'm gonna turn this completely gray. Check this out. There we go. This is how you know that which colors go where. And then I'm gonna move this color palette. But chat, I may have drawn on the wrong layer. Did I actually draw on the wrong layer? Oh my god, I did. Oh, I'm such a dumbass. The moment where you as an artist draw on the wrong layer, crazy. Absolutely wild. But that's fine. I know how to fix this mess. So oh no. Oh no. I actually drew it on the wrong layer. That's fine. I know how to fix it. I know how to fix this issue. DJ, you can keep playing music. Oh, okay, never mind. He's playing music. But anyways, I'm gonna move these. I'm gonna move these so that I don't obstruct the rest of the colors. And on here, I'm gonna do this. And none of the art was ruined. Easy. Okay. And now, as see what I mean? It is not completely white. It's like a grayish white. Now we go for the darker tone. That specific color. And as you can see, It's not like a complete white. The darker tone of this white, it's like some sort of lavender color. But then there's another wait a minute. There is another color that we need. Silver. Where is silver, you might ask? Well, silver can be found on her hair accessories, her accessory on her ear, her choker, her outfit, her chains, her heart. Pretty much silver is everywhere. And again, this shit that you guys are seeing, this is mandatory at this point. So silver is also a part of the color. And it is mostly seen where it is mostly more noticeable. It's on this boot right here. That's where the silver is most noticeable. So we're going to take this gray right here. We're going to place that color right over here. And then we're going to take the darker tone and place it under. There we go. It's barely noticeable because of the background, but it is there. All right. We have Mouse's colors. Oh wait, I seem to be forgetting one. I seem to be forgetting pastel pink. Fuck. All right. Pastel pink it is then. You're gonna choose the lightest pink. This is on the chest part, so we are going to be placing that here. And I want to choose the darker color, which is going to be this one. There we go. Different types of colors. Oh my god, I can't believe that all of these colors are literally in one character. How many colors do we have? How many colors do we have on one character? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20. Mouse has 20 colors, and that is counting the darker colors, mind you. So now comes the hardest part. Booby's design. The reason it's hard right now is because everything is currently dark. We're not looking for the dark version. We're looking for the regular version of that same exact outfit. The problem is that the outfit is way too new to the point that barely anything exists about said outfit. So that outfit, that's a new one. So finding it almost impossible. We can also use the regular outfit that Booby has. But I kind of like this one though. Yeah, I kind of like this outfit more. Looks cooler. Okay, I found the lead at least. Yeah, I found the lead. Well, I think I may found another lead. Oh my god, that is perfect. Holy shit, I found it. Holy fucking shit, chat. I found it. Chat, I found the full model. Let's fucking go. Dark Booby. Get out of here. Wait. Yeah, I want to apply the transformation. Dark Booby. Get out of here. Let me place this right next to Mouse. Hold on. Oh boy, that's a big picture. Hold on, let me resize it. I know that there's the running joke that Mouse is kid size, but she's not. Look at her. Okay, perfect. We got Booby. Oh, that was easier than I thought. I thought it was gonna be extremely hard finding this model, but no, it was actually quite easy. Very fucking easy, even. The same size? Oh yeah, it is. All right, chat. We got the full model. We got the full model, and that way we can find the entire color palette. And my god, is it gonna be difficult. So, unlike Mouse, Booby has 3 colors on his hair. He's got black, he's got violet, and he's got lavender. All in his hair. Jesus Christ. And then he's got this pendant here that... Oh boy. What have I gotten myself into, chat? What have I gotten myself into? Okay. The skin tone, on the other hand, where is the... Oh, there's the skin tones. That skin tone was off the table. Now we have the real skin tone, which is this one. Again, do not get the skin tone directly from the face because there's blush in it and all that stuff. Always go for the forehead. When it comes to skin tones, your forehead is your best friend. The forehead is your best friend. But we're not going for skin tones yet. As I said, we're going for the hair. Always go, remember kids, always go in order for character design. For this hair. So the hair has 3 layers. So the hair has the black layer, it has a violet layer, and it has a lavender layer. My god. VTuber designs are crazy nowadays. And every day they get even more ridiculous. Alright. There's the first layer of hair, which is like a violet, a very dark violet. There's a darker version of the violet, which is this one. Hey, yo, he's got them grippers out. Don't show that to Twitter. Okay, so that's the first layer of hair, chat. Now we go with a violet hair, with a violet section of the hair. I'm sorry if you guys hear that. That is the office phone. Yes, I do have an office phone in case you guys are asking. Okay, okay, we picked it up. Never mind. Anyways, moving on. So the violet section of the hair. I'm trying to find found it. Yeah, never mind. I found it. All right, here it is. So we got already 2 of the colors. Well, in this case, 4 of the colors. And now we go straight for the lavender, which I'm assuming is the same as Mouse's pinkish color on the... No, actually, no, it's not. It's different. Bobby, why do you have so many goddamn colors on your hair? Anyways. There's this color as well. the things I do for my Oshis, chat. The things I do for them. I feel like someone's entering my room, even though they're not. Yep. Give me a second, chat. I will be right back. Do not go anywhere. Sorry about that, chat. I got interrupted. Anyways, let's continue. Where were we? Oh yeah, the color palette. So as you guys can see, we already have the color palettes for the hair, and now we're going. Oh right, autosave. Anyways, now we're going for the skin tone, for real this time. So for the skin tone, remember, always forehead. The forehead is the one that has the best skin tone. That way you guys can find the skin tone extremely easily without having to be bothered by the blush. And then for the darker color, you can always go for colors like the neck, or if you see fingers, you can go for those as well and use a darker skin tone as well. You know, I won't lie to you guys. I kind of miss doing this on a Friday night because it's relaxing, you know? Art in itself is extremely fucking relaxing and I like it, you know? I really like it. For the outfit itself, it looks completely white, but it is not. Let me explain why. So as you can see, we're gonna take this color right here, and we're going to place it next to the skin tone. Yeah, it is the color white. The one thing that is different, on the other hand, is this color right here, the shadow colors, which is always what's gonna determine that not everything is pure white. You can see there, that is the shadow color of white. Or if you want to go for a more darker tone, always look at the VTuber and find the darkest shade that you humanly can. Like this one, for example. See what I mean? Now you can really see the difference. And then there is the purple for the eyes, which is also different. Let's see. So for the eyes, there's a lavender and there's a dark violet. You can take this pendant as well, for example, but these eyes themselves are they're the ones that are lavender colored. So I'm going to place those real quick. There we go. It is extremely different from the hair. It's very, very different from the hair color. And then you can see barely in the corner, there's the violet we're looking for. That's the shadow color for the eyes. And as you can see, different types of violet. Sure, you can simplify this, but again, I'm doing this for accuracy's sake. Then we got our pink. We got our famous Bishoujo pink for the ribbon that he has. Yeah, it's like a little friendship ribbon. That's nice. And then we search for the darkest color. In this case, it'll be this one. See how there's a reddish color in there? That's why we always look for darker colors. Next is the metallic colors. But chat, there seems to be a problem. Yes, there are metallic colors. But there's gray metallic and there's metallic. So what do we do in this situation? Well, first and foremost, we're going to take the metallic colors. Not that one, this one. So this is the first metallic color. This one is on the leg. This one is more prominent on the leg. We're just going to place that down. And we're going to, there we go. Hey, that is the shadow of the metallic color. And then we go for the rusted metallic, as I like to call it, like this one. There we go. That's the base color. And then we go for the darker color. She's here. There we go, chat. We finally have, and I kid you guys not, wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. Almost forgot. Hold on a second. I almost forgot. I almost friggin' forgot. We gotta put the wings too. There's also these wings as well. These ones are I'm gonna place with just one singular color because it's gonna be transparent anyway. I feel like these wings are more transparent than anything. I don't know why. And we also need these colors right here. These are the colors of the inside of the outfit. And then there's the last color. And with that, chat, we have every single color palette. My god, that was stressful. So we have every color palette, every single one, and we can finally start making their designs. But we still need to practice the character model itself, which is what we're going to do now. What we're going to be doing, chat, we're going to be since the one character that is by far the, actually, let me pick up the, I need this color. So we're going to be checking how to draw the characters themselves from the side and all that stuff. At least we know how they look in the front. That we know. What I'm having trouble is how the characters look on the side. We can look at the reference here too. Okay, we can see the side. So we can see the side of the character, a little cutesy looking. And we can see that the characters themselves have this little cheekbone. This one right here. Both characters have this little cheekbone standing there. The other one is not seeing, obviously. So yeah, we can use that. And of course, the blush is going to be the same. It's going to be like the shadow color of the skin. Maybe a little lighter though, not too dark. It's just going to be a little lighter tone. Not a little lighter tone, but maybe a little lighter version of this tone, I would say. But yeah. Let me go back to this color right here. Wait. Yeah, that one. We know that the brush size is 25, but we're not going to do that just yet. What we're going to be doing is we're going to try to divide this, and we're going to be drawing a rough sketch to see how the anatomy of the character looks like. So, same as always, we start with a circle. We know that the face starts from here. And then this is going to be the character itself. We know the head is here, though. And then the neck goes down here. And as you can see, the Chester character, it depends on how it is. In this case, Kill has a chest, but Lula doesn't. You can see that Lula is flat chested. But as we can see here, we can also see that these hands, yeah, they're pretty much noodles. We don't have to worry too much about the hands. The one thing that we do need to practice is these big ass hands. So here is the chest. It is a very simple art style now that I think about it. This is what we're trying to do. We're just trying to separate everything. Yeah, those are some big ass hands. And as you can see, we're literally doing noodles for feet and noodles for hands. And then the big ass shoes, which is literally like a huge ass triangle. Not completely though. Usually, if you want to make shoes, you want to make this. You want to make a pyramid like so. And then you do this. It's the foundation of making feet. Congratulations, guys. You guys have a easy way to make feet now. You guys are very welcome. But as you guys can see, we have somehow an anatomy on how the character looks like, on how the art itself looks like. You know, the eyes go here. Did I put on the wrong layer? Okay, no, I didn't. That's good. So we followed the tutorial here. We followed how they make the characters. Although the hands, I will admit, are a little wonky. The hands do need some work. Yeah, we can see how the hands look here. Meaning that the hands are not gonna be like this. Hands need to be adjusted. But we are still using the noodle arms though. That is obvious. There we go. So as you guys can see, this is what the arms look like. Okay, we got the pelvis. Hold on. There we go. So we got the chest piece. We got the neck. And we got pretty much the entire foundation on how this looks, on how this is, pretty much. So this is our character, how our character model is gonna look like. This is how the Life Twin art style looks like. My goodness. This is what learning a cartoony art style is, chat. You guys don't even know the frustration. Let me see their boots. Hold on. Oh no. Oh no, chat. Oh no. I have to make. Oh no. I knew this, but I knew this day would come. Oh no, dear God, no. I have to draw freaking grippers. Chat. If you guys think that if you guys think that drawing hands is difficult, you guys have clearly never drawn grippers before. Drawing grippers is harder than drawing hands, okay? I struggle drawing grippers to this day. Like, you guys don't even know the amount of suffering that I get whenever I try to draw grippers. It's just no. It's just my god. Alright, let's just I completely forgot the ice as well. But that's okay. We can always we can use the red from the wings as well. Oh right, the red. I completely forgot about red. Wait, no, that's not. Wait, that's not even red. That's Bishojo pink. Yeah, that is Bishojo pink. It's that red. Yeah, it's that reddish color that Bishojo is known for. Okay, there's that. And then the darker shade of red. And that's for the wings, by the way. The dark shade is usually used for the hair, mostly. It's so funny though. We're actually gonna draw in this art style. That's so funny. Although I kind of noticed that in the art style itself, they don't have that big of hands. Okay, never mind, they do. All right. That's the reason why I say that Bowie's gonna be harder to draw than Mouse. Because the reason why Bowie's gonna be harder, it's not because of the ridiculous amount of details that the artwork has. No, that's not the reason why. The reason why Bowie has the most difficult design of the two, it's because of these. These chat, these are the bane of my existence. These are going to be pretty much the harbinger of doom when it comes to drawing them in the live twin art style. Because drawing feet is severely more difficult than drawing hands. Drawing hands, you can draw them easily. Like these hands, I mean, sure, I'm gonna get sausage hands if I attempt to draw them now, but these hands are not that hard to draw. This, on the other hand, these are a nightmare to draw, even for experienced artists. Oh boy, I'm gonna need some backup. I'm definitely gonna need some backup if I want to draw. If I really want to draw those grippers specifically, I'm definitely gonna need some backup. I'm gonna need help from a good friend of mine. I'm not sure if they're gonna help or not, but at least I'm trying my best. Right. Now we have to learn more stuff about the live twin art style. First and foremost, Lilla eyes. Lilla eyes are going to be given to Bowie because in most of the promotional artwork, in most of the artwork that Mouse and Bowie are displayed, Bowie is always angry in a lot of them, or frustrated. So, and he's got the smaller of the eyes, so it makes sense that Bowie has these smaller eyes. Not this grumpy though, but pretty much eyes like these if they remain neutral. And Mousy should have the Kisekyo eyes. Okay. So now, and we can see that Lila doesn't always have these bored eyes. We can see her as well in other eyes, like these ones that are sparkly, these ones that are crying, pretty much. Even here in the little emote, in the little emote, like you can see that she's smiling. So many details in these artworks, though. Oh yeah, and this artwork with the grumpy face, yeah, it's also here. There it is. There's the grumpy face. Yeah, so many fucking references though. Troll face, the freaking troll face, and the face with the crying emote. Yeah, there's a lot of references. You know what, chat? I'm gonna do something with you guys real quick. If one day I ever play Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, I am obligated there, and I will say it. I'm gonna stand by what I'm saying 100%. The moment that I play Master Duel on stream, I'm obligated to play Life Twin. Why? Because they're the VTuber archetype. That's why. All right, let's keep going. We gotta practice those facial expressions. Starting with Mouse, because Mouse's design is the easiest of the two. So for Mouse, I feel that these eyes are perfect. At the very least, these eyes are extremely perfect for what I want in the case of Mouse's design. We're gonna try to draw those. So we know that it's this. Oh, right. I'm not in the line layer. So we know it's this. Can't be that big, so and then there we go. Not perfect, but we're trying to learn here. That's the purpose of this. That is the whole reason why I went on this pilgrimage to begin with. Then we do this. There we go. And then we do this. There we go. Little line over here. Little curvy line, that is. This line over here. I feel like instead of the little angry brows, I feel like Mouse should have like this type of brows. Yeah, look at that. Pretty much these brows. Let me take a look at the other artworks. Yeah, maybe that helps. Maybe that helps. Mm, nah. So we got the eye already. We have the shape of the eye. So I did this once. I mean, I know I can do it. I know I can do it again. So that's gonna be Mousie's eyes at least. It's not, again, it's not perfect, but it's something, which is what we're looking for. And then we're gonna go with booby eyes. But again, we're not gonna do booby yet. We're gonna make Mousie's design first. So we got the eyes. And we gotta do the rest. Uh just like, let me remove these first. Just like Kisekil, Mousy has a jacket. So at the very least, this is a good reference. We can use that. I feel like the biggest issue right now is gonna be drawing the character itself with the jacket and shit. Does she have zipper areas like no, she doesn't. She doesn't have like she doesn't have a zipper like Kill. She's that's just a straight up jacket. Not even here the zipper is displayed. Is that a chain? Oh right, she has a tail. Oh no, I forgot about that completely. That's fine. We can adapt. We can actually adapt. So, the best way to do this is if we just practice in another canvas. I feel like that's the best way to practice so far. But I really want to learn how to draw hands like these. So we're just gonna make a new layer. And we're gonna try to draw hands, but we're gonna try to draw them in the exaggerated way that you would draw a live twin. So we're just going to search hand poses. Oh, right, DJ, you can keep playing the music. There we go. Let's see. Okay, we found some good hand studies. And I hear dogs barking in the background. What is wrong with my neighbor's dogs? I have no idea. Usually when you're looking for poses, you want to look for realistic poses. That way you can replicate them whenever you whatever you're trying to draw hands and stuff, you know? You can also search for cartoony hands if you want, but you know. Let's see. Huh. I think I may have found some perfect hands to practice. All right, chat. I found these hands to practice right here, but I'm gonna need the live twin reference so we can practice it as well. Let me place all of these here. And then this right here, we're going to place it here. And we don't need all of these. We really don't need all this reference. All I care about is this one right here. This is all that I care about. So that way we can have a dynamic on how exactly we're going to draw the hands. Okay, select and delete everything. There we go. All right, so we need to follow this example right here. Let me just do this. This is the example that we need to follow, at least with the hands. Okay, let's see. So usually you may want to follow the shape of the hand itself, and then you want to check how you do it. Usually when it comes to a hand, let's say for example this one, something like this. One, one, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, one, two. Actually, they have to be closer. One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, three, and four. There's 5 hands there. With 4 is already more than enough. So sometimes hands can be extremely curvy, like that one. Meaning that this reference may not be that good, which is the reason why we want better references. Like cartoony hands like these are not gonna help in the long run, which is the reason as to why we need realistic hands. Like these hands are good. I'm not saying they're bad, but we need realistic hands so we can deconstruct them pretty much. So I'm just gonna find some real references. Okay, I found some real references here. So I feel like these ones. Because we don't want to make too many exercises. We want to make and just enough. We want to make just enough exercises to know exactly what we're doing. This is perfect. Because here we can break the hands into shapes, which is what we're looking for. Because they're not cartoony and awkward like the other ones. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to another layer. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna separate these hands. Like so. Sometimes in this case, you can do stuff like this. Sometimes that doesn't work, so pretty much. This, on the other hand, this one's easy. Just like so. That's what we're doing, chat. What we're doing is just pretty much this. This is the most of the shape that you're probably gonna need. 3D shapes are always used in art, so you have to practice 3D shapes if you want some good results like these, pretty much. That's what we're trying to find here. We're trying to find the shapes for each of these. For each of these. Your car's speeding on the highway. Holy. Okay, and I can hear my neighbors screaming. What the hell? Whatever. So as you can see, we already separated everything. And now that we separated everything, and everything is in its regular shape, now we can start deconstructing it and turning it into these hands that we see here. So we're running another color. In this case, I'm going to choose a blue. I'm gonna do this in another layer. As you can see, we're trying to replicate the we're trying to replicate you the we're trying to replicate this using the reference. Meaning that this finger right here gonna look like this. All of these are gonna be sharp. That's the point of the nails. They're gonna be sharp. Every single one of them. For example, this hand right here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. See how it works? 1, 2. So this is how our hands are pretty much gonna look like. And the same thing goes for here. 1, 2. 1, 2. You connect the shape with the other one. 1, 2. 1, 2. Just like so. 1, 2. So in cases like this, you go 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Always follow the 1, 2 wave. One, two. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. So in the case of the thumb, 1, 2. 1, 2. See, this is what our hands are looking like. See how they differ from the example themselves? The reason why it's because the fingers are sharper. I did the fingers sharper intentionally. That's what we're trying to separate here. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Then this finger right here. 1, 2. 1, 2. We can also look at the other life twin references. For example, this one. Look how sharp these nails are. Surely the artwork it's not shown in the art itself. Okay, we can see it here. But the nails are still sharp regardless. It's always of nailing the 1, 2. So basically, you have to connect these and find the nail. Again, nothing wrong with tracing, by the way. As long as you're trying to learn an art style, you should be fine. 1, 2. 1, 2. Here it's 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. That's what we're trying here. We're literally separating everything pretty much. This one's a little difficult though, but I like it. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. And you can place the lines like these if it fits your fancy. One, 2. 1, 2. So some of the features in these hands are gonna be exaggerated, like the fingers themselves, which need to be a little bigger from what I can see in the reference. But I think these are big enough for what I'm looking for. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, find the nails. You're gonna do triangles. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And then you do this. 1, 2. Then you do that. Okay, 1, 2. You do that. Connect this. You have your nails pretty much. Again, they're not perfect, but there's something. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. See how we did the hands? 1, 2. 1, 2. So the hands themselves, so this is what we got. So the hands themselves, they are, as you guys can see from the hands themselves, they are human hands. These are real references that we picked. And then what we did is we exaggerated them and we gave them these shapes. Now these hands, we can use them for them to be cartoony looking. We still missed this hands, but we're gonna do that now. 1, 2. So here, 1, 2, 1, 2. Then there's these weird shapes. One, two. You want to make cones whenever you're doing hands like these. And you also want to connect your hands. You don't want to leave gapping spaces. For example, here, you don't want to leave that gap. All of your hands, 1, 2, they have to be connected. Yeah, pretty much this is what the hands look like. Again, not perfect. Because again, cartoon hands do not have to be perfect in the slightest. But at least you know what I'm talking about. Also, this hand right here. 1, 2, 1. This one was badly sketched, but that's fine. We removed the hands, we removed the hand sketch. And then with these sketches that we have, now we just have to go to another layer. This time we're gonna attempt to make the hands from these sketches. We're gonna try to do something like this. See? It's a little similar. It's not the best, but it's not the worst thing in the world either. Again, it's not supposed to be perfect because we're trying to make the most cartoony hand possible. But you can see that it's a little similar to the hand that we got here. Usually when you want to make hands or in another style, this is a good style. This is a good way to learn. Always separate everything into shapes and then you make your hands. See what I mean? See how look at how everything connects the moment that you apply this structure. They're still the same hands, but I went with this style for the hands. And you can see that they're starting to have their cartoony shape the more we do it. And it's realistic hands, which is what we're looking for as well. And we're not even applying the color. We're not even applying the colors for the hands here. This one may look a little wonky, but that's okay. That's what we're looking for. Some of the hands may also look wonky like this one, but that's fine. Also, do not forget to put these on the hands. The nails. That is the importance of practicing hands, chat. And that is the importance, and what this is why I think that hands are easier to draw than feet. We're missing one? Oh yeah, we're missing a couple of them. Then this one. This one's a little wonky, to be honest, but yeah, it's because the reference itself was a little wonky. But you guys can see what I mean, at least. One, two. So, all right, chat. There it is. And now, as we remove this, look at that. Extremely similar to the style that we were going for. And keep in mind, chat, these hands that you see here, these were realistic looking hands, and we decided to exaggerate them to follow this style down here. Because look at this, chat. These are real hands. These are actually real hands. I just decided to exaggerate them. See what I mean, chat? So yeah, pretty much we already are getting the hang of the style itself, even though some of the hands do look wonky, but that's fine. It's part of the process. It is also part of learning a new art style, so you guys are gonna get used to it. For example, this hand is wonky. This hand is wonky. That one's fine. There are hands here that are extremely wonky. But when it comes to learning a style, you always want to use real references for hands. And if we can do the same for... Wait a minute. If we can do the same for hands, we can do the same for feet. There we go. Now it makes a little more sense. Now it makes a lot more sense. So we now have the hand practice, which is nice. We practice the hands, and now we need to practice the model itself. So what we're gonna be doing is we're going to be taking the base model of the. Here's the thing: we need we do need this chibi face. This chibi face you see here, we really actually do need that face. But I do want a chibi body type because we're gonna be using technically a chibi face for the model itself. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna shrink it down just to get the measurements for the piece itself. But we're already making some good progress by doing this type of exercise right here. This is already good progress. So we already practiced this. We already get know how the head is gonna look like. We got some hand practices. And now we need to make the arms. Yeah, we need to make arms now. Although the arms are really not that hard to make because they're just again, the arms are just fucking noodles. We can make noodle arms. I can make noodle arms. You can make noodle arms. Everybody can make noodle arms. All right, we're gonna have to open another. We're gonna have to make another new canvas. In this canvas, we are going to get the regular female model, which is this one. And we are going to exaggerate some parts of the body. Like, for example, let's go to the model itself. The head is going to be exaggerated. You know that the head has to be exaggerated, so we're going to make it bigger. The head, we're going to make it exaggerated. So is the hands. Hands have to be one of the biggest things. All right. And then the feet, in this case the grippers, also have to be big. Yay big. Which they could have been bigger, but this is fine. So this is pretty much what we're working with, chat. This is pretty much our model. This is what the life doing character model looks like. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna separate everything pretty much. This is gonna be on low opacity. No, not this. This is gonna be on low opacity. And we're just gonna do we're gonna do rough sketches pretty much. Again, we're not gonna do the face and anything. Although I may have to do the face, but you know. Feel the face has to be yay big because then we can add. If the face is this big, we can finally add the cheekbone. Let me see the face again. It's a little cheekbone. Okay, there's a cheekbone, but I feel like the face has to be smaller as well. I have to check the face constantly. Okay, there seems like to be like a space in it. I see, I see. Oh, okay. I see where the cheekbone is. The cheekbone is right around here. Cheekbone is supposed to be there. Okay, then we do this. Honestly, the chess piece is the easiest thing to do. It's so stupidly easy. And of course, you got the noodle arms. And this part as well is also part of the noodles. See, they're also noodles, pretty much. This is pretty much what a life twin model looks like. My god. I can't believe I still have to draw the grippers, bro. The freaking grippers. Night Candy, welcome in. We're trying to practice a new art style. This is what we got so far. This is what we got so far. I literally replicated everything here. Tried to see exactly how to draw the body shape. We got the head already. This I actually drew. This is the entirety of the head. I tried to replicate the expressions here. And we also try to make the hands in a similar style, as you can see here, using real references. They do look goofy, but it's close to the reference, which is what I was looking for. And now we're trying to like break down how we're going to do the character itself. Same thing for the hands, you guys already know. 1, 2. Yeah, it's a very cool art style. I love it so much. 1, 2. The nails over here. It is an archetype in Yu-Gi-Oh known as Life Twin. It's like Life Twin is literally like the VTuber archetype, if you will. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to like replicate the art style because we're gonna try to draw Iron Mouse and Booby in this art style. Literally like this. I wanna draw them in this style so freaking badly though. That's why I went through this whole pilgrimage pretty much. And that's why I'm trying to learn all of the intricacies to this art style. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And that is why 2 1, 2 1, 2. Don't forget the nails. There we go. Okay, so if I am not, I completely forgot the grippers. Oh god, the feet is gonna be the hardest thing to draw, in my opinion. Feet are already difficult to draw for most artists, so go figure. 1, 2, 3, and 4. One, two, three, four. I feel that this may be a hot take, but Chad, what do you guys think is harder to draw? Do you guys think that hands are hard to draw, or do you guys think that feet is the hardest thing to draw? One, because in my opinion, I think that feet is by far the hardest thing to draw when it comes to art. Hell, even to this day, I tried to draw feet, and they just look like dino toes. Look at that. Literally dinosaur toes. Alright, chat. Apparently, this is what the this is what a life twin anatomy looks like. Although we may have to shrink it a little bit. Let me see if there is a tool so I can shrink it. Retransform. Okay, maybe not to that extent, Jesus Christ, but you guys know what I mean. We're trying to replicate something like this. Feet for sure. Yeah, I agree. I feel that feet is harder to draw than hands. 100%. Because with hands, all you have to do is just one thing. With hands, all you have to do, for example, here, 1, 2. Oh, you want to make a finger? 1, 2, 1, 2. Look at that. You already have a finger. It's really not that hard drawing hands. And people say hands are difficult to draw, but once you get the hang of it, no pun intended, they're not that hard. So you guys already see how I mostly draw hands, and it's because of a tutorial that I found on YouTube, which is 1, 2, 1, 2. Then then you draw the nail, pretty much. Even drawing the nails is easy. Although yes, there are times where your hand is gonna look wonky, but that's part of it. That's literally part of it. Okay, so we got here the live twin art style, and now this is what it would look like if you, if you were to break the anatomy, pretty much. Right, I almost forgot to add this thing right here. This is very important when it comes to anatomy. We cannot forget about this at all. I'm trying to do the a chibi style like this because look, for the live twin art style, you really do not need to practice anatomy that much. Like this, they literally have noodles for feet and arms. Look at them noodle legs, chat. That's noodle legs. Look at the noodle arms. That's why the arms look like freaking noodles. I like this art style, funnily enough. I think when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh, this style is one of my favorites. It's just fun, you know? It's such a fun art style. So now that we know how to quote unquote make our character, now that we know how to make the character, chat, what type of pose do you guys think fits Iron Mouse? I wanna draw her in this style. So we're gonna need a chibi model, and we're gonna need a style for Mouse. Chat, I want you guys to wish me luck because I have to draw Booby and I have to draw them grippers. No. And the funny thing about movies grippers is that they're gonna be in full display because Life Twin has the biggest hands and the biggest feet when it comes to their art style. The only problem being that usually Life Twins have big ass shoes, not big ass feet. But yeah, Bowie's gonna be the hardest design simply because of the freaking grippers. Mouse is alright. I have drawn mouse before. Granted, not the best looking mouse, but I have drawn mouse before. Good luck. Thank you so much. Oh man. Alright. Now that we know how to draw them hands, now that we know how to draw pretty much the anatomy of a Life Twin, which is wait, where's the cursor? There it is. Which is almost similar to this pretty much. Now there is one more thing that we need to focus on. The pose. We need to find a pose that fits Iron Mouse the best. And yes, it needs to be a full body pose because of how small Life Twins are. Look at that. Oh, I just realized something. We also have to like include all of this stuff in the. Oh, I just realized. Wow. Oh, wow. So there's also like they also have like this pop art. They also have this pop art style to it too. Oh, that's so cool. You see the Life Twin logo here, and then you can see here Kill, and then here you can see Lila. The more I look at these artworks, the more fascinated I am. It's just such a fun artwork. And then the background is gonna be the hardest thing to draw. Definitely the background. All right, we need to find poses for mouse, for our mouse model. But I still feel that the model itself that we use, meaning this one, I still feel it needs to be shrink down. I don't know if it should. Chat, do you guys think that this model should be shrink down, or do you guys think that this is a good size? When it comes to Life Twins. Let me rotate it real quick so you guys see what I'm talking about. So let me place this here. Alright, do you guys think that this is a good size for Life Twin, or do you guys think I should shrink it down a bit? Here's the. Actually, you know what? I should get the picture for comparison's sake. Yeah, I think I should do that. Let me get the opacity real quick. There we go. Maybe a little? Yeah, I agree. Oh yeah, we definitely have to shrink it down. Holy. Yeah, we definitely need to shrink down the size. Let me get to the character model real quick. There we go. No, not the feet. I want to select the overall model. I'm assuming this is the size. No, that's the chest. I want the size. That's not the size. That's not the size either. Oh, right. The legs. I think the legs is the. There we go. Now it's shrinked. I think this is fine, right? Or do you guys think it's too small? Or do you guys like? I'm trying to see what's the exact size that we need for the for the life twin for the life twin life mod for the life twin model. Do you guys think this size is fine or maybe a little bit higher? DJ, you can keep playing the music though. There we go. I think no, definitely not. Jesus Christ. Let me place the model here so we can check the scale pretty much. They're pretty much almost the same size. Yeah, they're literally the same size pretty much. The legs look a little weird. Yeah, I agree. They do look a little weird. Because do remember this is the model itself. We're not gonna draw the entirety of the model. We're just gonna draw everything in in noodles, which is the reason why everything is a noodle pretty much. The feet also have to be bigger though. I feel like these feet are not big enough. But yeah, the reason why the legs look a little weird is because of this. It's because of the fucking noodle legs. That's the reason why they look kind of weird. So yeah. Let me get the 3D. There we go. I think the hands could also be bigger. Yeah, it's the model. Yeah, it's the model itself. It's the model and the noodle legs. The reason why it looks kind of weird. Yeah, I think we should just leave the model as default. Default height. Yeah, maybe we should. Yeah, definitely. That was the reason. Yeah. Holy, look at that. Yeah, that was definitely the reason. Granted, it is a little bigger though, but that's fine. Again, the feet need to be a bit bigger. Let me separate this feet more, just so it looks dynamic. There we go. It was definitely the height of the character why it looked weird. But now everything looks uniform. The only thing that is a little taller is the head, but we can work with that. And the feet. Hold on. I think I can make the feet bigger. Can I? No, the feet are a maximum size. Wow. Oh, that sucks. I wanted to make the feet bigger though. Don't tell that to Twitter. If you tell something like that to Twitter, they're not gonna stop. They're literally gonna be like, yeah, do it, do it, do it, draw bigger feet. I'm like, what is wrong with you guys? Every time. Yeah, Night Candy, you have to understand in Twitter, every single time someone sees feet, they act like, forgive me, but they kind of act like rabbit animals. I don't know why. Every time they see feet, they're like, "Oh, for free?" I'm like, "What the fuck, man? They're just my brother in Christ. They're just feet." True. Yeah, it's definitely fucking true. People be having how should I say? People be having a thing for feet nowadays. Nah, maybe wait a second. Oh, maybe the reason why it looked kind of weird earlier, it was because it's the chest. It was the chest, chat. The chest was the thing that needed adjusting, not the feet. Yeah, we found the problem. It was the chest that needed adjusting. Because now we put it side by side. You can see it's literally that. It was the chest. So yeah, Chad, this is the life twin reference that we're gonna be using. Yeah, look at that. We are set. Yeah. I kind of want to save this character model. How do I save character models? I want to panorama. No, that's not it. Selection mode. I really wanna save this character model. I don't know why. I don't know where I can save it though. Operation transparency, actual object. Chat, does any of you have Clip Studio Paint so that I know exactly how to save a character model? Because I really wanna save this model though. In case I wanna draw more characters in this specific art style. I still think that the hands and feet need to be bigger though. Like way big. I'll figure it out somehow. Panorama. No, we're not saving the panorama. I want to save the pose. The model, I mean, not the pose. No, definitely not there. Does this mean we're gonna have to find a tutorial on how to save poses on how to save a pose on Clip Studio? You know what, chat? It's gonna take me a few minutes. Let me check. I need to check this out because I really want to keep this character model. I don't want to lose it. CSP, how to save body type. The ultimate guide. No, I don't want the ultimate guide. I want to save the body type. That's what I want to know. That's what I want to save. Chat. Do you guys want to see a quick video as well on how to save these shapes, or do you guys suggest I do it in private? You guys want to see a video on how to save these shapes? All right. Wait a minute. Oh my god, I'm stupid. Chat, it was right there on plain sight. Holy, look at that. Save body shape as material. Oh my god. I am so stupid. Ah! Chat, you need to understand. I am a professional idiot. Oh my god, I am so stupid. So if I'm not mistaken, it should be at the top. There it is! We got it! Okay, so you're telling me that if I delete this and place this... Yeah, we got it! Chat, we got it! We got the body shape. Let's go. Look at that. We got a little gremlin. We got a little gremlin shape. Look at that. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Chat, it was right there. It was literally right there in plain sight. Oh god. Chat, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You guys, I'm so sorry you guys had to see my stupidity full display. Oh my god. That was awful. That was absolutely awful. We'll learn something new every day. Facts. Yeah, that's true. We do learn something new every day. Okay, let's see. What type of pose? We got sitting poses, soccer pose, soccer. Okay, I'm trying to find something that fits both Iron Mouse and Booby. One for each, one pose for each, of course. Okay, rise to full height. No, I feel that that one fits Booby the most, in my if anything. What are these poses, bro? And these are some of the clasp the knee. What the hell is clasp the knee? I know there was a pose that I saw once in these default ones, but I'm trying to find it. I'm not sure where it is. There's hand poses too as well. If you guys don't wanna spend time with the hands and shit. Okay. Ah, this one's perfect. This one's perfect, chat. You can have like oh wait a minute. Oh right, you can I think you can rotate the entire character model, right? Yes, you can rotate it. Let's go. Yes, you can rotate the character model. And then this. And then this hand. Ugh, there we go. I feel like the hand pose needs to be changed, at least for this one. Chat, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that this pose fits Mousy a lot? This one specifically? Because we're trying to make this pose that we're trying to make. We want to do something like this, pretty much. It's so fun. It looks fun. Yeah. And you gotta see the freaking noodle legs. The freaking noodle legs. That's what I think that's the funny thing about the art style itself. It's literally the noodle legs and the noodle arms. I feel the most painful thing that we have to do is that we have to make stuff as well in the background. We have to make like her idol pose. We have to make these this emote like stuff as well. Pretty much the same as Lila over here. You can see. So there's the full model pose from the looks of it. There seems to be the full model pose, a dynamic pose equally as goofy, and then we have what seems to be half body shot, not half body, but I would say maybe like from the torso to the head. And then we have two emotes. Two freaking emotes. Is it a lot of work? Yes. Is it gonna be worth it? Definitely yes. And I know that her whole aesthetic, a lot of drawings. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to do a crap ton of drawings. At the very least, these ones don't seem that hard. These ones seem to have like a very linear line to them. Even though it may be a lot of work. Because at the very least, these lines are all one size. It's not like the model itself that you have to actually put pressure into the marker itself so that you get thicker lines like these, or maybe thinner lines like these. At the very least, we don't have to deal with that for the poses on the back. I'm still, Chad, you guys don't understand. I'm still dreading to having to draw Booby because of the fucking because of the freaking grippers. These things are the reason why I'm gonna struggle. Anyways, I'm sorry. Anyways, let's go back to mouse. So this pose looks good for mouse, but I'm not satisfied with the hands yet. The hands, this hand specifically, that needs a better pose. So we need to find a better pose for the hands. This one works. Oh, that one works. Yeah. Oh, that one's perfect. Oh, I love this one. Hell yeah. That one is definitely perfect. Holy. Oh. Oh, I love this one. Really love this one. Holy. Yo. That's so cool. All right. We finally have Mousie's pose at the very least. All right. So her pose is already saved. Let me place her pose here. Now we need to figure out Booby's pose. But here's the problem, chat. We need the same exact thing that we did for the female model. Fuck. Okay. I need a different. There we go. Here's the thing, chat. We need to make the same shit for the male model as well. I don't know why. I've been seeing a lot of fun stuff lately. Have you guys in chat seen a movie called K-pop Demon Hunters? It's so fun. I really I want to see that movie so badly, and I've seen stuff about the movie, and I really want to see it. I've also heard music from said movie, and holy shit, is it amazing! Okay, so let me select the model. Okay, we got the model at least. You haven't? I haven't seen it either. I want to see it so badly. I really want to see it so badly. Like unbelievably badly. Let me see the head. I feel like for the okay, at the very least it tells me the size of everything pretty much on the size over here, which is fine. The chest is the one that okay, there we go. All right, chat. So here's what I'm gonna do. I want to watch it. Dude, same. I really want to watch it so badly. I already found 2 songs in that movie, and I am obsessed with them. I can't stop listening to them. The first song, but yes, by the way, the songs that I'm obsessed with are from the male leads from the movie. I think the first song that I listened to was Your Idol, which I really liked a lot. And the other one, which I just got obsessed with it today, was Soda Pop. Let's just check it out. They're really fun. I can't stop listening to it. Like it's stuck in my head, chat. I had that shit on replay. Like I would say 10 times today, and I'm risking it. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. 10 times, literally that much. All right, so let's see for the arms. Let me see the okay 50-50. So hands. I'm putting everything on a paper. 50-50. Legs also 50-50. No, that's feet, not legs. I'm using the one for Mousy. That way I can get a clear reference. Head is 25-28. You know what'd be so funny, chat? You know what'd be extremely fucking funny? Which, I mean, I doubt it'll happen, but it will still be funny if it happens regardless. Imagine if I make this artwork and then Mouse herself sees it and streams it on stream for everybody to see. That'll be extremely funny. But knowing the fact that I am an extremely small artist, I doubt that'll happen, you know? I highly doubt that that will happen. Who knows? Maybe it can happen. Maybe there's that rare hit tweet that happens, but we'll never know if we never try, right? That's the whole reason why I'm. Well, then again, I really like Iron Mouse, so yeah, that's why I want to do this artwork to begin with. You know, high hopes. Yeah, you're right. You're very right. All right, so now that we are with the model here, so this right here is a. So for the chest is 24 and 24 and 1. That's for the chest at least. Oh, it's -1. I'm stupid. Oh, it's -24. There we go. Looks so funny. Looks so fucking silly. Okay. Now that we got that, time for the head. The head was 2528. There we go. 2528 for the feet. 50-50. I don't know why, chat. K-pop Demon Hunters as well. Not only is it fun, but hell, even some of the memes that I have seen, it's so funny. Like, I've seen these characters make these goofy ass faces, and it's just so funny. I want to see it so badly. All right, chat. We got the male model. We got the male model for the life twins. Okay, so hands, feet, head, and chest. Perfect. All right. Now that we have this, let me just save the body shape as a material. New drawing life twin model male. Materials 3D, body type, and save. Should be up here. Life twin model male and life twin body. There we go. And now we go ahead and search for Booby's pose, which is gonna be the hardest thing. Let's see. I think this one fits him, right? Ooh, chat, what do you think of this? What do you think of this pose? What do you guys think of this pose for Booby? Let me search for Booby real quick. Yeah, there's Booby. So you guys see Booby here. Yes, and yes, in case you guys are wondering, we're gonna draw the wings as well. As much of a pain in the ass as that's gonna be, we're gonna draw the wings. What do you guys think of this pose for Booby? That looks fucking badass. I'm not gonna lie. Low key, that actually looks badass. Actually, you know what? I was thinking something. How about we make Booby float? Yeah, I think that'll work. Yeah, maybe we can make him float. Yeah, that can work. Hold on a second. There we go. I chat, what do you guys think for what do you guys think of this post for Bowie? We got the mousy pose and we got the Bowie pose. It looks good. Yeah, it does. Like I'm seeing the character and I'm seeing like I'm kind of imagining how the character will look in this pose and wow. Wow. Holy shit. Okay. Okay, Bowie, my bad. My bad, Beelzebub. You know what, chat? I think, yeah, you know what? I'm satisfied. I'm actually satisfied. I like, we already have the poses and everything. We know exactly how to draw the hands, which is in my opinion, the most difficult thing to do, to be honest. And most importantly, which we did earlier in the stream, we got their color palette. Let me save all of this before I lose my progress. Remember, kids, always save your progress. Let me save this as well. File, save as. Sketches. Live twin hands. There we go. We got them live twins hands. And now here, file, save as. Live twin poses. Yo. Yo. Chat. I don't think I have the mental to draw them right now. In these poses. The thing is, they have so many details in their models. That's the thing. And realistically, I don't think we're gonna have enough time. I don't think we're gonna have enough time to draw them in one stream, like both of them at least. I feel that realistically, I can draw one of them for next stream, because of all the amount of details that they have on their model and stuff. But I still need to draw their base pose, so I have to draw them in a pose like this, pretty much. But unfortunately, I will have to leave that for another day. Or maybe off stream, I can make pretty much all of these things, like maybe the character pose and the emotes and shit. And then live, we can draw the full body versions of the characters. How does that sound, chat? And I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of starving a little bit. I haven't ate anything before streaming. Yeah, we can do that. At the very least, everything you guys do not have to worry. Everything is safe. We got the color palettes for everything. We got them poses. And we got them hands. These wonky looking hands. And we also know exactly how we're gonna draw Mousy. I don't know why. I feel like this facial expression specifically, maybe with one of these mouths, I feel like it fits Mousy. It fits her so well. Yeah, it really does. All right, chat. So that's gonna be the end of tonight's Friday night art stream. It's still the season finale, but just because it's the end, just because it's the finale, doesn't mean it's final, even though it says it on the name. I mean, hey, we got games literally called Final Fantasy, and they don't understand the meaning of the word final at this point, since there's 16 of them. But before we go, do not go anywhere. We may actually want to rate something. We may want to rate somebody that is also on stream. I want to raid a fellow artist. Bye. Take care. But do not go anywhere because we are raiding. Let me see who is online that is raidable currently. Oh, nice. Look at that. We got Beyond, who is currently playing Repo. She's also an amazing artist that I have met in conventions. So let me send you guys to her real quick. Let me create her dashboard. Hold on a second. Let me go to my channel real quick so I can send you guys directly to her. Do show her some love. Where's my stream manager? There it is. There's also people that are currently drawing as well, but we're gonna raid Pioint. She's playing Repo with friends right now. Well, she's a clowny VTuber, and I will see you guys next time. See me on Monday because on Monday we have a hell of a challenge. We're gonna try to beat Magic the Gathering. I kid you guys not. On Monday, we're going to play Magic the Gathering and attempt to win a game with a deck filled with 97 wastes. But for now, I will see you guys later. Bye!